Well, these are the kind of charts you like to see. Look at this. All right, right here. Picture. This is what we want to see. Could be a spicy entry. Have those levels ready, guys. This is absolutely a top watch for me at market open. I mean, this is already in these two candles, 20%. This stock was on the watch list today. We are up 50% from that watch list entry. And what was beautiful about this one is, would you look where it bounced? We're green, baby. We are green this morning. This is how you make money. That's 28% in 3 minutes. I mean, can't get any easier than that, right? What's going on, my friends? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our live trading this morning. What's up, Zach Lizard, William Johnson, Mr. Swinging Bull, John, everybody. Let me know your Discord names, and if we start getting, usually we get people pouring in at market open, so I'll mention it again then. If we could get 25 likes on this video, I'm going to give away another membership today. We've been giving a few away, Big Quench and myself on these streams, just trying to get it going. I'd love to know everybody's names on the Discord as well. I know some are differing, and we will get started in just 1 minute. I was a little behind. If you want to check it out, I did just make a video, and I posted it. If you look on the channel, if Ben or Nikki are in here, they could post the actual video. I just made a video on my thoughts on AMC, just a little 3-minute what I think of the levels, what levels I'm looking at for AMC, and if I think that the most epic short squeeze of all time is coming. How mo-ass am I on AMC with the Amazon news? It's a secret. You'll have to go watch the video to find out. Pistix, hi, Katie and Mikey, Zach's Lizard, Bussa Dave, John Stontnick, Joe Lay Hunt. All right, let's pull a SPY up here. First of all, let's pat ourselves on the back. Let's give each other a round of applause because, boy, if you followed those levels yesterday, you made some nice trades. You know, we had that SPY dump off, and I had quite a few people in the Discord DM me on this 15-minute dump off here that made a couple 100% on 0 DTEs from that nice SPY dump off. So these levels worked out to a T. We did live trade the SPY a little bit. We have a major gap up in market open this morning. I've been very apprehensive on holding anything bullish overnight. We had some nice BABA yesterday too. We played for over, I think, 300% in the Discord. I am holding a little coin from yesterday's call simply because I was in and out of the Discord. I did not update it, holding it like I normally do with a lot of things. But this one, it was simply because life showed up and I couldn't sell. So the things I tell you guys all the time about don't take the trade if you can't watch it, I did it. Full disclosure, I'm going to admit it. So we are sitting on top of our major line there, that 399-ish area. You know the routine. I'm going to keep a couple of these lines up, though, because it's the same lines we are watching from yesterday, namely this line right here, which looks a little janky. And that's our goal. That's where we want to be right there. Let's delete the rest because these are no longer applicable. We'll add some more lines. Let's start super in close. So obviously, because we gapped up and we gapped up right to pre-market's high a day, almost to the T right here, that's an interesting level for puts. That's the immediate level we're looking at. And we're also looking at this. We're breaking highs right now. So yeah, it makes me a little sketch, guys. I cannot lie. Usually when we break this hot of a level pre-market, we do tend to get a little bit of a sell-off as the market opens. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to delete this thicker line, put a thinner line in here just because I don't like that thick line. And then technically here is where we opened at 4 a.m. and we immediately shot up. So we'll pop that level on as well. That's what we're looking at. So what does that mean? I mean, we're at that 399.80. We've broke all these levels. So we need to, when in doubt, zoom out. Let's look at this chart. What do we have for resistance coming on up? All right, obviously we have, you know, right where we're at now. I mean, to be honest, this $399, $400 major level. So I'm going to pop that line at our $400 to the T. And what I'm looking for is a break and a hold over that 400. We need to hold the 400, guys. What I'm actually expecting to happen, now we could be wrong. I'm going to pop it on the 5 to show you this. This is what I'm expecting. And I know I should never say, I talk to people all the day saying, I think. You can say I think as long as it's not, I think in a sentiment wise. You think with technicals, that works. So I'm looking at some resistance here, come down to set that price, and then perhaps the pop. This is kind of what I'm expecting. However, we get a strong impulsive push over 400, and you trust yourself with your buys and your sells. Trust yourselves with your buys and your sells. You get in and out of a trade within a minute to a minute and a half. If we break that 400 level and hold, I think 402 is in the cards today. All right. I think that we could come up. We can perhaps test our trend line. That's lofty. That's wishful thinking. But we are red hot bullish right now. However, a lot of times when this happens, pre-market, we're up 4 points, we do tend to dump. So what am I looking for on the dump? I'm going to say we got a couple put entries here. First entry we are immediately watching, of course, is our loss of this trend line, this wick high we just broke over. So say 399.25, 399, probably about maybe lower to like 399.25. That would be my put entry with a hold. I don't want to just see one candle wick down, immediately pop back up. And if it's an exhaustion candle, remember how we play those exhaustion candles. We cannot enter on an exhaustion candle because more than likely you'll get a better entry because we will pop back up. That's what we're expecting. All right. So we're looking for that break hold, or we're looking for that retest of around 399.50, a little bit lower, and then the loss of that. And then for our put entry, I'm actually a little lower on that. I'm going to say under 399, just straight up. All right. But in that instance, you have to expect a little bit of a support level picking up right here. This is where we might have some issues dropping below that. But if we drop below that pre-market low a day, I think that 397.85 is imminent. Those are the levels I'm looking at. And on the uptrend, of course, if we pop on that 15-minute chart, that 402.49 is our ultimate goal. I'm hard pressed to say we go above that unless we just have an epic ripping day. So a 402.49 is that goal. If we could break and hold 400, all right, and our retest doesn't come below 399.50, all right, and then we break back over that 400, that's what we're looking at. So as our levels for the SPY, I'm going to put I will put that 450. Actually, we don't need anything there because we know exactly what we're looking at on the upper level. So yeah, that's the levels we're looking at. And then past that, we have, a couple areas to come test. This area really isn't valid anymore. I'm not worried about that line, but I am kind of watching this one right here. If we just start to majorly sell off, this is what I'm watching, is this line right here. So this line would be my, I like the green up top, my red here. All right. So this is the area we're looking at for, like, if we have a true sell off, that's what we're looking at, is this area here. All right. Same as our green up here. We've got our red down here. So as you can see, these are like our worst and best case scenario areas. But ideally, that 402.49 with the break and hold over $400.50. And then on the downside, we've got that 397.50 with the break and hold below 399. Those are our levels. Bank it. Check it out. We're good to go. We'll come back to the SPY. Let's pop on our top runners of the day and see what we got going on. We got a nasty little wedge going on here. This one wants to continue. I can feel it. I've got to check these caps. Free float 40 mil, nothing spectacular, but we are holding pretty nicely sideways. Yesterday, we had 3 different trades that I gave levels on, and after we ended, when they broke those levels, they ran 20 to 25%. Now, what stocks were those? I will tell you in 1.1 seconds. Because, these levels I give you guys, keep looking at them after trading ends, all right? So we had BMEA, we had 25% potential on BMEA. We had BRDS with an 18% potential and an OSCR with a 20% potential. Those all were the levels we gave you pre-market. So don't abandon those levels as soon as the stream ends. I just don't do it. All right. So obviously here we're going to look at a couple things. First of all, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. I like entry above, say, 72. 72.5 cents. I despise with the newest Weeble update how when you're on the line, it doesn't show you the price of the line. When I go on the line, the price disappears on the side. I cannot stand that. It's a pet peeve of mine, just so you know. I just figured I'd tell you guys that because you want to know things like that. All right, so that's not really applicable, that downtrend line. And so I'm looking for that breakup over, say 72 cents, 72.1, 72.5 cents, honestly. And then I'm going to look at, I want to see where our golden fibs is as well, because technically this would be where I do not touch the stock. But I am going to give a little entry at that area here because I do think at the very least we could get a push up to 75 or 76 cents. Not exactly expecting that 83, but I think we get like a 5-10% push out of it. So 59.48, about 60 cents is our golden fibs. We put that golden fibs yellow like gold. So those are the two areas I'm kind of watching with that loss of, I'm going to go a little lower on this, with that loss of 66.5 cents. I would expect us to come down, test that 60-cent golden fibs area. So those are our key levels we're looking at. We're green for entry. And then on a bounce, even on a bounce, I'm not going to take it any lower than that. So even if we come down, test that support, how I talk about those supports and bounces. Even if we bounce here, I'm still going to take that entry as the same. I'm not lowering the entry on the bounce. That's a nothingness right there. This one we've played this a couple times pre-market. This one's been quite interesting. 2 minutes till market open, because this one's got a beautiful support, guys. You know what I'm talking about. We're sitting right on that fibs, right on the fibs. 18.25 cents is our golden fibs. Let's turn that yellow, get rid of all these lines because they are distracting to me. So at this point here, I want to see us break over, say 0.195, 19.5 cents, right around there. That's our area, of course. Let's check our volume. Let's see what our volume's doing. Talking about here, let me see a couple of these peak candles on the 5-minute. 40, 50K, nothing insane. 500K. Okay, we got a couple really nice candles in here. Pre-market, 145K. I'd love to see 500K at least in the first 2 to 3 minutes of market open on a stock like this, because it has given us some nice volume pre-market. We need to see those million K minute candles, or million, 500K to a million on these candles. 21 mil float, nothing magical, nothing bad though. Decent float. Not interested in that, not interested in that. All right, here's another one. ARCT. This looks like a low float, just the way these candles are. Let's see. I'm wrong. 20 million. It looks like, okay, it is a $20 stock though. Nothing exciting on this one, to be honest. Couple levels here. I don't know if it's going to have what it takes to push over them there. I'm going to actually pop on yesterday's top runners. We'll look at a couple of those. So BMEA is the first one. This is one of them that we talked about yesterday. We hit 32.44 off of our $24 entry. We had $24 entry way down here. All right. When we finally hit that entry a little bit after we ended, we pushed $8 over 33%, 35%. Just really nice here. A lot of continuation on this one. I'm not interested in it this price though, not at $35. So this one, I'm not really going to take at this level. I still have a little bit left. So we only got through a couple today. Let's pop back on those pre-market movers, the couple we did look at, and see what happens here. See if anything exciting happens. I'm probably going to pop on over to options pretty quickly today, guys, because we didn't get through too many to even kind of look at. So we only had the two, I think. Yeah, we only had the two. If they don't make a move in the next couple minutes, you guys have your levels. We will move immediately over to some options and trade those. We're going to do that right now. Let's get where we want to be. All right, so exactly on that 400, we had heavy resistance, kind of what we expected, exactly what we expected, to be honest. All right, so let's wait and see what the next couple minutes do. MU has a nice wicked candle. If you are in our MU trade, guys, please lock your profits. Please be careful on that one. I just got to check it real quick, see if we're even up on this one. Okay, we got some decent gains on MU. Please lock your profits. I will update it when we get to the Discord. We had a MU overnight call. So all right, so let's watch what this SPY does over the next minute or so here. I'm gonna pop on the minute chart versus the 5. A couple wicks here. So at this point here, I want to see that break back up over 399.75 for that call entry. Let me delete this. And we'll go from there. I want to see what this is always pushing down on me. Watch my my order book a little bit. My second level. Looks like we want to have a little nasty sell-off here. I'm not necessarily flying wanting to jump into calls or puts here, but I am definitely watching if we start to get some more sell-off. 2 candles expected. I want to see what the next little while does, to be honest. I'm watching this line right here. All right. What's PayPal doing? All right, so we have some pretty decent support from yesterday, right? We're sitting at right about here. So that's definitely interesting to me as well. All right, so if we end up scalping any of these, for the SPY again, I usually go one out of the money, which would be the 400. It's at about 90 cents right now. If we go puts, 399 is at 97, 95 cents right though. That's the 2 I would take. The 400 at 90 cents. I am not in yet, but if I do take a call on the 400 call or a put, those are what I would take. I'm not taking anything yet. Coins starting to rip a little bit here. If we do a coin call, I'm going to do the 70. It's at exactly $1 right now. I will let you know when I get filled. Okay, I just took 2 coin at $1, the 70 call. I'm immediately going to sell one if we get another green candle because that's a strongish candle there. That's going to give you 5 to 10% right on that first candle. This is scalps. Again, this coin is a scalp right now. I only took 2. We've still got these stocks proving itself. 5 minutes. These are scalps right at market open because I like that first candle and I like that volume and what the second level told me. So I decided to hop in pretty quickly here. All right, I'm already selling. I'm already selling one. I just locked in at 1. Hold on, I'm not filled. Not filled. 114. So I got 14% right like that in about 2.5 minutes. One more I'm saving. Stop loss going to be at this area here. I'll let that stop loss breathe a little bit because we probably will get a little bit of a pullback. I expect to pull back to about this area here before we test if we're going to push again. Again, remember, these are super higher risk scalp type plays. We're picking up that support kind of where we expected to right here. So again, at this level, I'm not touching anything call wise below here. And that doesn't mean as soon as we cross that level, I'm going to take the calls. And I'm not touching anything put wise till below here. And it doesn't mean I'm taking those at those levels either. This is just the 2 levels I'm talking about and give it some room to breathe through those wicks at the same time. Coin, make sure you're protecting yourself. We got a red candle here. That was a pretty quick in and out scalp on that 15%. I still am in 1. And I'm not abandoning ship yet on that. Baba's one I'm kind of looking at as well. Put that 5 minute on. I want to see what happened pre-market. I want to see where that low from pre-market is. This one did gap down to about that wick low here. If we lose this and stay below it and then start to dip below, say, 96.20, 96.40, I'd probably consider a put entry on that as well. Coin just blasted right back up. Exactly what I expected to happen there. I am not a financial advisor. I cannot tell people whether to buy or sell anything specifically, but if I was personally only in one contract, that 15 to 20% looks pretty stinking nice the first 5 minutes of market open. Just to let everybody know, we hit a $1.20 on that little pop there. Please watch your chart. If you are in that trade, have the Coinbase chart up. I am scrolling through more than one as we are trading here. I'm watching many different charts, many different levels. You please do not rely on, we didn't take that PayPal, and I was going to take it too off that nice support level. We had really nice support from yesterday. That's okay. SPY looks like it wants to start pushing a little bit here. Coin, I think, might continue as well. Again, the SPY, if we take the calls, I like the 400. It's at 91 cents right now. All right, we're watching for 1 second. All right, sorry guys. And again, people in the chat, I'm refraining from calling out plays in the chat as well, because they're going to mix them up with the plays I'm giving out, and some of these are new traders. I would appreciate that. Thank you so very much. MU is absolutely blasting. Our swing should be looking nice right here. Coin is continue. I think coin's gonna make them higher highs. Let's pop out and look at coin so we know what to expect. We had such a nasty down sell. And one thing to always consider when you have sell-offs like this, once you start to work into that area a little bit, the uptrend's going to be not necessarily as volatile, but it's going to be definitely in an area that looks that is pretty quickly moving. So it's something just to watch and expect. Watch this trend line here for a little bit of resistance. It is kind of where we hit our head this morning. And on the flip side of this coin, this pre-market low area, which we bounced right off of. Once we start breaking out of these levels, if we do break this area that is this uptrend resistance, we could get a nice push from there, but we'll wait and see. No active trade at the moment. I did not take the SPY on this curl up here. I'm just watching it right now. And we'll go from there. All right. We're going to wait and watch the next couple minutes here. MU's still ripping. I am still in those swings. Didn't have time to sell. Coin is holding relatively well here. We do want to see that rip above that 66.38 over the next couple minutes or so. And I want to see a test of $67 to believe we have any sort of coin experience of those 6 to 8% rips that we expect from coin. There we go. There's our little pop there. That's exactly what we want to see. Our contracts are up 30% right now. Not bad for first trade of the day. It's never a bad idea to take profits off the table. SPY's consolidated. I'm raising our entry up a little bit. We didn't take entry yet. We're watching. This is opening my zone of what I'm not going to trade and touch as pre-market opens. PayPal, I want to watch the next couple minutes or so, see if this turns into a little bit of a bull flag. One five little indecision candles isn't enough for me, but if we get a strong push over 73.66, we could get some sort of a nice looking entry there. All right, coin just broke that high a daily we talked about for 30%, and MU is ripping still. Congratulations if you took that play with us. That one should be up pretty substantially. I don't have time to check the target, but I can check it here. It should be up about 100%, 75 to 100%. I'm not sure exact price we entered at. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to check while we're live trading. When I pop on over to the Discord, we'll get those sells wrapped up and targets updated for you guys. Again, SPY wicks at the top of every single one of these candles, all full bodied at the bottom of these candles, all the bodies, and then with that gap up rip like we had expected here, I would not be surprised to see a little bit of sell off here. Again, that's why we're waiting on the SPY. We haven't done nothing. We took a nicer looking trade with coin for the 30%. And Baba. So Baba's kind of hanging out right at that level that we're looking at perhaps for those put entries. I do want to see what the next candle or two do. I mean, this had some really, really bullish news yesterday. I think we're done with the continuation. I think we can pop up over 100%, but at the same time, $100, but at the same time, I think we need a little bit of a pullback, even if it's our 25% retracement, which we can check right now. As a matter of fact, check out that retracement and see where we're at in regards to that. I'm going to delete everything. I'm going to pop our line back on our double bottom here that we're attempting to lose. And I'm just going to check our impulse here, see where our 25% is. Pop a candle on up. Would you look at that? It's almost exactly where we're at right now. So this is where you got to be very cautious of bear traps. And I'm not saying we don't continue to sell off. This is our 25% retracement. We always put that level purple. You guys know that. So be aware. Be aware that this 96.25 is our 25% retracement. So if we bounce at that area, that's to be expected on a continuation type play. Let's check our equities. All right, so we got a little sell-off. We're hanging out that golden fibs like we want to see. If we take a bounce here, I would suggest taking the entry. I would like the entry about 62.5 cents. I want to see what the volume in these candles are telling me. That's not a definite entry. That's just an initial entry before we check out our second level. Massive 15K, the bid wall at 60 cents, which could hold it, could cause a very strong at 60 cents. Lower volume with the sell off. If we start getting some peak volume with the sell off, we could come down a lot further here. We have lower volume throughout. We need to see that volume start to pick up over like 500K a minute to feel like we're going to get some sort of push there. And LGMK hit our entry at 19.5 cents. We're up at 23 cents. If that's the play you took, you're up close to 20% there. Like I said, I give you the entries. I'm not taking the equities. I'm taking every option I put out. The coin I took, everything else. The equities, I put those levels out for you guys. They're applicable for the day. So this one right here, almost 20%, just like that. Perfect. Beautiful impulsive break. We got the volume we we're looking for. This is exactly what I'm talking about with that volume. This is the one I said I needed to see at least 500K the first minute, and I wanted to see 1 million coming in after that. 500K sustained, and it hit it, and we pushed. So this very, very low volume, when we started to get that strong volume candle after right here, that's 550K, and we started to rip. That was it, and we're still going. This one could really get some movement behind it today. So definitely one to watch. Love it, love it, love it. Looks good at this 23 cents. I got to check the 15-minute and see. So we have wick high. We did break our wick high from our impulsive break right at market close yesterday. So that's definitely interesting to me. This break and hold here could really set up a nice, strong impulsive push. That's what I'm watching. Golden fibs bounces matter. Like it matters. It matters. Give some love to your fibs, guys. That golden fibs. If you like I said, a million times, 25% retracements, and then our golden fibs sell-offs. So Sanya Joshi, I'm going to make my screen bigger here. This discord.gg/pennyboys. DM myself, Amajama, in the Discord. We'll talk through the Discord. All right. If that's something you'd like to talk about, DM me in the Discord and we'll talk via Discord. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Let me pop that back on. There we go. And so this one's bouncing at that golden fibs area here. That's what we're looking at. I want to see us above probably 64, 65 cents to feel like we could start to get that pop. Our volume is falling off a little bit. We don't like that. We need to see some volume coming in. That's what we want to see. So, and then we hit that 24 cents on our LGMK, 24.75 cents from our 19.5 cent entry. 5 cents on 19 cents is just a really nice, almost 25%. Can't complain with that. And then on our Coinbase, we just ripped further up. Our contracts, let me check where my contracts are at the moment. My contracts are at, hold on. I got to open it back up. It just froze and reset. We just hit 55% on those contracts on the last candle. I am not a professional. I cannot tell anyone when to sell, buy, or sell, but 55% is a fantastic push in all ways. Well, if anyone took that impulsive break out of our little wedge here, you probably got about 30% in 3 minutes on. MU is ripping. All right, we're jumping to the Discord. I got to get this MU sold, at least part of my position before we see a red candle. Peace out. See you guys over there. Sonia, make sure to DM me in the Discord. Please DM me there instead of making out call outs in the chat. Appreciate it. Love y'all. See you in the Discord for continued live trading. Peace.